Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Math Meets Mastery with Nana. So today I'm going to continue talking about multiplying binomials, and I'm on my second special case. The first one, I talked about squaring a binomial. So if you're interested in that, you can look at the previous video on my YouTube page. But today I'm actually going to be talking about multiplying conjugates. So let's get started. Two binomials are conjugates when the only difference between them is a sign in the middle. So an example is x plus 5, right? And x minus 5. The only difference there is that one is a plus and then one is a minus in between the two numbers, the variable and the number in this case. Okay, so another example is 2x minus 6 and then 2x plus 6. These are conjugates, okay? So let's work on an example. Let's multiply x plus 4 by its conjugate. So I'm going to get started here. So I have x plus 4, and I identify its conjugate as x minus 4, okay? All right, so I'm going to multiply these out. So usually with these, you want to multiply everything in the first binomial, everything in the first binomial by everything in the second binomial, okay? The way that I do this is to take the first either variable or number here, so x, and then multiply it by the second one, the second binomial. And then I take the remaining letter or number in the first binomial and multiply it by the second binomial, okay? So let's expand this. So I get x squared, right, minus 4x plus 4x minus 16, okay? Now here I have minus 4x and plus 4x, and that just goes to 0. So I have x squared minus 16. Now take notice of this, 16, right, is actually 4 squared, right? So I really have x squared minus 4 squared, okay? And there was 4 in the problem itself. So something to keep in mind. We're going to come back to this. Okay, so we got x squared minus 4 squared. Okay, so it turns out that when you're multiplying conjugates, a plus b times a minus b, you're always going to get, the product is always going to be a squared minus b squared. So knowing this equation, this will help us to quickly find answers when multiplying a binomial by its conjugate. You don't have to go through the whole expansion process. You can just know this formula and then figure out your answer. I wanted to actually expand this one out. So I have a plus b and then a minus b. Okay, so let's multiply this. Okay, so as usual, I take the first number or letter in the first binomial and I multiply it by the second binomial. And then I go back and then I complete that. I take the second one in the first binomial, multiply by the second binomial. Awesome. And so here, if I expand that, I have a squared minus ab plus ba minus b squared, okay? And so that gives me, now AB is the same as BA, right? Because of the commutative property, AB is equal to BA. So negative AB plus BA is just 0, okay? So I have A squared, and let me rewrite this as AB plus AB, minus AB plus AB minus B squared, so that you can see how it's 0. So this is equal to A squared plus 0 minus b squared. So I end up with a squared minus b squared, as I said in the beginning. Okay, so if we go back to what we were doing before, we had x plus 4, x minus 4, right? So here we just take a squared. A is x, right? This is a and this is b, okay? So that's what we have here. So now a squared minus b squared would just be x squared minus 4 squared, which is equal to x squared minus 16. Exactly what we got through our expansion. So this is just a shortcut. Okay, I hope this was helpful to you guys. If you have any suggestions as to topics that you'd like me to talk about, feel free to leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Until next time, take care, guys. Bye-bye.